The cancer situation in Nyeri is a sorry situation in my view. We rank highest in prevalence for cancers. We've been able to narrow down these cancers for women. The most prevalent ones is breast cancer and cervical cancer. You have seen me lead a huge breast cancer campaign every year. We do a huge breast cancer campaign. And we also have the prostate cancer for our men and lots of stomach cancers we are beginning to see as reported cases. And my real worry is the stage within which we see these cases. By the time they come to our hospitals, it's really stage 4, and what they really need is palliative care. And I want to thank the Nyeri Hospice for being a strong wing in palliative care. I happen to be Kenya's Goodwill Ambassador for palliative care. And one thing that we have seen is the cancers that we are seeing are really in stage 4, which informed my decision to go on an aggressive campaign for people to embrace the culture of routine screening so that we can be able to arrest these cases early enough when diagnosis is easy. So I am approaching it from screening. I've also been able to put together a team of researchers to look at the most prevalent areas, for instance, in Nyeri County, on cancer cases. We are seeing a lot of cancer cases from Endarasha. We're seeing a lot of cancer cases from Kavaru. And the only similarity, I don't want to say this scientifically, but for me, the only similarity with these two areas is that they're hugely agricultural. They're huge, most of them are engaging in a lot of farming activity. And I have led also a huge campaign for the government, for KEFIS, to put together strategies to be able to look at the quality of food we have in our markets. As a county government, I know that we run a sensitization program for our farmers on what herbicides and what pesticides they need to apply on their crop. But of course, there is not very good enforcement on that. And I want to call upon the county government and the national government together to have an enforcement program to enforce the issue of herbicides and pesticides that our farmers are exposed to. We need to sweep the agrovets to make sure that we don't have poisonous chemicals that are then causing the cancers that we are seeing, especially in our farming communities. As a county government and as the deputy governor, I have been on a campaign also to sensitize the farmers to be able to engage in farming activities that is well advised by a professional, so that we are not applying the wrong herbicides and pesticides, and we are applying them in the right gear and also in the right proportions. So there is that as an area that needs to be attended to, and the issue of routine screening. Men, what I have seen from my many medical camps is that at least 80% of the turnout will be from women. Men are still a little nervous, and from my own, I've wanted to find out from our men why it is they are fearful of screening. And I think one of the things that has come out is the screening process, especially for prostate cancer, has been a bit uncomfortable for our men. And we thank God for the PSA test, because now for you to get screened for prostate cancer, it will not be that invasive process or that intrusive process. We'll be able to take a blood sample, and you're able to be told if you have cells, prostate cancer cells or not. We are doing that here in the camp, and I can see a lot of our men are coming out. But you as the media also need to help us with driving out this fear that is within our men on screening, especially for prostate cancer. We are still receiving political threats, this time not me. There was a letter that was done to my partners, scaring them away from this camp. There is a letter that I will also give to you. I've also just been informed by the partners, asking them or telling them that these camps could be or may be political. I just want to call upon the politicians. Really, I think we can do better. And I think we must, as Nyeri politicians, we must do better. This is not the kind of reputation we want to have. But on the same token, I want to thank my partners, because their conviction has been clear that we do this for the communities. It is not the first camp. We have gone to each and every one constituency in this county. We are going for the second, third round. So there is nothing unique about this constituency that this is the only place where we experience violence and my partners get threatened. So we are taking note of some of these things, but we want to tell whoever who is trying to intimidate us and whoever is trying to threaten us that we will continue. We certainly, without a doubt, will continue with these medical camps. They are making an impact in our community, and that is what we stand for. The camps really depend on the funding. Right now, I can assure you of at least 10 more medical camps that are funded. They will continue to be in the areas where we do research. Like I have told you, we go to places that research drives us to. We were in Majengo because at the point that we visited Majengo, it was rated highest in deaths from diabetes, and it's because we also did not have medicines in our hospitals. So for me, that was the hot place. We are in Ngatitu because it's a place where the proximity to the nearest health center is greatest. We also have a lot of cases within this area, a lot of hypertensive cases that are turning into diabetes. What that then communicates to us is that they are not managing the hypertension very well. And therefore, some of the things we are doing here is also to encourage them to consistently take their anti-hypertensive medicine so that we avoid the fact of the bringing into diabetes already patients who have hypertension. We are in Karatina next weekend. We have a special clinic. One of the things that has come out through these medical camps is that we have a lot of eye issues. Eye issues are brought from, are attracted by diabetes and hypertension. I'll have two special clinics, one in Karatina and one in Wiga. And I'll bring the doctors from ophthalmologists and opticians from Lions. We'll be doing free surgeries for those cases that need surgeries, and we'll do them in Nairobi. We'll transport our patients to Nairobi. So I want to encourage people who have eyesight issues to also visit that camp. It's going to be at the Mary Immaculate Catholic Church. They have a dispensary right there. So that's where we're going to conduct the one in Karatina on the 9th, which is next Friday. On 10th, we will be in Muiga. Muiga, we will do also another eye clinic, eyes only, because those are some of the issues. We are not able to follow up on all our patients who have eye conditions in these medical camps, and that's why I feel it's important for us to have a special camp to treat that condition on its own.
Asante sana. Kwa majina naitwa Banis Lemedeket, Foundation Manager Kenya Pipeline. Tulipofika hapa Nyeri, sisi tunakuja kupeana huduma kwa wananchi. Sisi si kampuni ya kufanya siasa. So tulipofika hapa, wananchi wamefurahia sana. Tumesikia wakishuhudia ya kwamba wamesaidika. Kama vile Deputy Governor alisema, wamesaidika kwa kutibiwa magonjwa kama ya saratani, magonjwa ya sukari, magonjwa ya kupima damu, na tunaweza kuwaelezea ya kwamba hizi magonjwa mtu akimeza dawa anaweza ishi. So tumepokea wagonjwa wengi sana. Kama sasa hivi tumeshaona wagonjwa kama 600 na tunaelekea kuona wengi, na tunaendelea na hizi medical camps. Hii ni moja na bado tutakuwa na mingi. Okay, approximately tunaona kama medical camp tunaweza ona wagonjwa 1000. So tunatarajia kuona 12,000 patients directly or indirectly. So kwa kila medical camp, kwetu hata namba si ya maana. Ya maana kwamba ni huduma yenye tumeleta kwa wananchi.
Early detection saves lives, and that has been our leading guidance to everybody. And what we have done, we have guiding principles of access, relevance, and impact. That is what we try to ensure, that everybody has access to specialized care, whether they can afford it or they can't. So I would like to appeal especially to the men to be there, to come out and get the opportunity to be tested, to get advice and to get the treatment when the diagnosis can still be reversed and they can get well.
Common types of cancer that maybe men may be carrying but they don't know.
There's a lot of cancer in Kenya right now, and what we have done is that when we come to the communities like this and we pick serious diseases that cannot be taken care of here, we refer them to the main hospital, and we try as much as possible, like I said, so that nobody misses the access because they can't afford. So all types of cancers are taken care of. And I think we should also worry about the childhood cancers. There is quite a lot going on in that area. And I think as we get children maybe, or even women or men who have some of those very, very specialized cancers, we are at Aga Khan, we have the specialists to take care of all of them because it's a university teaching hospital. And when they come to the hospital, they are taken care of by a competent team of doctors and the diagnostics to support what they need. Yeah.
Niko katika hapa hospitali hii ambayo tumekuja kusaidiwa na deputy wetu, na tuko watu wengi sana, hata wengine sijui kama ataweza kutengenezwa. Na sasa ni saa kama 10 hivi inaenda na bado inabaki watu wengi. Sasa naomba kama serikali hii yetu yaweza kutoka governor, MP, women rep na councillor wajitolee, na sasa tutakuwa tunasaidika katika hii mkoa wetu wa Nyeri.
Mimi naitwa Risto Jerry na mimi nimekuja hapa kwa hospitali, nimeletwa na Dr. Caroline, na nimekuja kwa sababu ya kusumbuliwa na kichwa, mgongo, tumbo, majoint, yote hiyo inasumbua wamama, wazee, hata wanaume wote. Kwa hivyo tunatabu sana wale watu wazee, hiyo tu.